Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today Alex brings Tuna and Henry to his mother's house for a small family feast. Warm food, soft laughter, and a kind of welcome Tuna isn't used to. No big talks, no pressure, just a table that feels like home. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Alex didn't tell Tu Na much the night before. He only said softly that tomorrow they would see his mother. Tu Na nodded then, but the next morning her nerves returned anyway. It wasn't fear. It was that careful feeling of stepping into someone else's home and trying not to take up too much space. Alex came mid-morning and found Tu Na already ready, hair tied back, Henry's little bag zipped and set near the door. Henry was awake on the mat, chewing his toy with serious focus. When he saw Alex, he lit up and reached out. Alex lifted him easily, kissed his cheek once, and murmured something that made Henry babble back like he had a speech prepared. "We're just having a family meal," Alex told Tuna. "Nothing formal." Tuna exhaled, but the worry slipped out anyway. She didn't want to be a burden. Alex kept his tone steady. His mother wanted to see Henry, and Alex wanted Tuna beside him. That was all. They brought a few simple things, fruit and ingredients that could turn into a small feast. Alex drove smoothly, letting the road do the calming. Tuna watched hills slide by and kept one hand on Henry's back when he leaned forward to look out the window. At Alex's mother's house, the welcome was immediate. The moment she saw Henry, her face softened completely. Tuna stepped closer and let her take him. Alex's mother bounced Henry once in a practiced rhythm. Henry stared, then smiled, then tried to grab her necklace. Alex's mother laughed, amused, and Tuna felt her shoulders drop. Inside, the kitchen smelled clean, with a faint hint of herbs. A cutting board and bowls were already set out, as if Alex's mother had been waiting for a reason to fill the house with cooking again. "We make a small feast," Alex said lightly. "A small one," his mother agreed. "Enough to feel like family." Tuna didn't know how to answer emotions that direct, so she did what she always did. She started working. Henry was placed on a thick mat near the doorway, where light came in. Alex set a couple of safe toys beside him and kept an eye on him without hovering. Henry crawled in circles, slapped the mat, then crawled again like he was measuring the room. Tuna rolled up her sleeves and rinsed vegetables. Water ran over green leaves, and her mind finally had something steady to hold. She shook the water off, laid the vegetables neatly in a basket, then moved to chopping. The rhythm returned: wash, cut, set aside, wipe the counter. In that rhythm, she could breathe. Alex's mother worked beside her, not taking over, only guiding. She pointed to where things were stored, handed Tuna what she needed, and moved with quiet confidence. Alex took the heavier task without being asked. He filled a pot, set it on the stove, adjusted the flame. He sliced meat into even pieces, careful. When Tuna reached for something heavy, he simply stepped in first, doing it so naturally Tuna didn't have to protest. The kitchen filled with small sounds. A knife tapping wood, a pot beginning to simmer, bowls clinking softly. Underneath it all came Henry's occasional squeal, pure and sudden whenever he discovered something new. Henry crawled toward the kitchen threshold once, curious about the noise. Alex crouched and guided him back with a gentle redirect, turning it into a game. Henry giggled and flopped onto his belly, satisfied. Tuna watched Alex do it and felt something soften inside her. He was simply present. They chose simple dishes that still felt like a celebration. A warm soup that could sit on the stove. A main dish cooked with care. Vegetables kept bright. Fruit washed and placed on a plate because Alex's mother insisted Henry would reach for it later. Tuna handled seasoning with quiet confidence. Taste once, adjust lightly, taste again. Alex's mother nodded approval with a soft, "good." Alex set the table while the food cooked. Bowls placed evenly, chopsticks aligned, a small cup for Henry, a napkin folded close enough that Tu Na wouldn't have to stand up every time Henry made a mess. In her own home, Tu Na did everything alone. Here Alex was doing things before she even thought of them, and his mother moved around her like support, not judgment. As the soup simmered, Alex's mother stepped closer and spoke softly. "You've been good for him," she said, meaning Alex, and then she nodded toward Henry too. Tu Na's throat tightened. She looked down at the cutting board until her eyes steadied again. Alex noticed from across the room. He didn't call attention to it. He only walked past and brushed his fingers lightly against Tu Na's shoulder, a quiet signal that she wasn't alone in this kitchen. Late morning turned toward early afternoon, and the house began to smell like memory. Warm broth, cooked garlic, clean rice. Henry grew hungry and fussy. Tu Na fed him something simple, wiped his face clean, then set him back on the mat. Alex's mother took him afterward, bouncing him gently so Tu Na could finish without rushing. Alex's mother poured warm tea into 2 small cups and set them on the table to cool. The steam curled upward, gentle and slow. Henry watched it with wide eyes, then clapped once, proud of himself. Tu Na couldn't help a small laugh. For the first time that day, the tension in her chest eased without her forcing it. She looked around the kitchen, hands moving, food waiting, sunlight on the floor, and let herself believe this was allowed. When everything was nearly ready, Tu Na stepped back and looked at the counter. The dishes weren't extravagant, but they looked like care, like intention. Alex came up beside her and glanced at the food, then at her face. "We did it," Tu Na said before he could speak. Alex smiled, pleased by the word "we." He carried the last plate to the table, and his mother brought Henry closer so the room's warmth gathered around all of them. Tu Na sat down slowly, realizing her hands weren't trembling anymore. The meal hadn't even started yet, but the house already felt full. The first bite of soup changed the whole room, not because it was fancy, but because it was warm in the right way. Slowly cooked, steady, familiar. Steam rose from the bowls and the air carried that soft smell of broth and herbs that makes a house feel lived in. Tu Na sat with her hands folded for a second, waiting like she was still adjusting to the idea that she didn't have to be useful every moment. Alex's mother didn't let her stay tense. She placed a small bowl closer to Tu Na and nodded. "Eat, it gets cold." Tu Na obeyed, grateful for the simple instruction. Across the table, Alex looked calm, almost lighter. He wasn't scanning for problems. He was just sitting, watching Henry watch everything. Henry sat between them, a small cup in front of him. He slapped the cup once, then stared at the sound he created like it was a discovery. Tu Na wiped his fingers gently. Henry leaned into her hand for a second, then returned to the cup as if it were his job. Alex's mother laughed quietly. "He likes the table." "He likes being included," Alex said. Tu Na's chest warmed at that. She didn't have a big reply. She only reached for Henry's spoon and guided it toward him so he could taste a little, safely. The meal moved in soft rhythms. Alex's mother placed food into bowls like she had done it her whole life. Calm hands, no fuss. Alex served Tu Na without making it dramatic. Just a piece of the main dish placed into her bowl, vegetables added beside it. Like that was normal too. Tu Na wasn't used to being cared for in such a quiet way. She tried to thank them, but the words didn't come right. Alex seemed to understand anyway. He didn't push her to speak. For a while, they talked about small things, simple things, the weather turning cooler, the market getting crowded in the cold season, Henry's new habit of grabbing anything that looked shiny. Tu Na found herself smiling more often than she expected. At one point, Henry got impatient and complained loudly, banging the cup again. Tu Na started to lift him automatically, ready to calm him in her arms. Alex's mother gently held up a hand. "Let him try." Tu Na froze. Henry complained again, then paused, looked around, and suddenly grabbed the spoon himself like he had decided to solve the problem on his own. The spoon went in his mouth sideways. He made a proud noise anyway. Alex laughed, and the sound was warm, not loud. Tuna laughed too, and for a moment it felt like the simplest family in the world. As they ate, Alex's mother watched Tuna carefully, not the way people watch a stranger, but the way a mother watches someone she wants to protect. She didn't bring up marriage. She didn't make Tuna promise anything. She didn't ask for decisions. Instead, she did something smaller and deeper. She reached across the table once and placed a piece of fruit near Tuna's bowl, like a quiet habit of saying, "I'm thinking of you." Tuna's throat tightened again, but this time it wasn't anxiety. It was gratitude that felt too big for words. Alex noticed and touched Tuna's knee lightly under the table, a silent reassurance. Tuna didn't look at him, but she let the touch stay. After the main dishes were finished, Alex's mother stood and began clearing plates. Tuna rose immediately to help, the old instinct returning. Alex shook his head gently. "Sit, you cook too." Tuna hesitated. Alex's mother nodded as well. "Let the men clean today." Tuna blinked at the word men and almost smiled. Alex pretended to be serious. "Yes, ma'am." So Tuna stayed seated, even though it felt strange. She watched Alex carry plates to the sink and rinse them. She watched his mother wipe the table calmly. She watched Henry crawl onto the mat again and slap a toy, satisfied after food. The house felt warm in a way Tuna couldn't fake. Warm light on the floor, warm air from the kitchen. Warmness in the silence between people who didn't need to fill every second with words. When the cleaning was done, Alex's mother brought tea, 3 cups, 1 small snack plate, fruit set neatly, nothing expensive, just care. They sat again, slower now. Tuna held her cup with both hands and listened to Henry's soft noises as he played. She could hear Alex's mother breathing evenly. She could hear Alex shifting slightly on his chair. These small sounds made the house feel safe. Alex's mother spoke after a long quiet. "I'm happy you came today," she said. Tuna nodded. "Thank you for having us." Alex's mother looked at her gently. "You don't have to thank me. This is family." The word landed softly, but it hit Tuna deep. Tuna didn't respond right away. She stared into her tea, blinking slowly. Alex didn't push. He didn't ask her to answer. He simply reached out and rested his hand over hers on the cup for one brief moment, then pulled back, leaving the warmth behind. Henry crawled toward them with a toy and dropped it near Tuna's foot. Tuna picked it up and handed it back. Henry squealed, pleased, then crawled away again like he had completed an important task. Alex's mother watched and smiled. "He feels comfortable," Tuna whispered. "He does." And then, without planning it, Tuna felt emotion rise too quickly. Not tears exactly, more like a wave in her chest. She looked around the living room, the simple furniture, the clean kitchen, the quiet corner where Henry played, and realized she wasn't bracing for the next problem. She wasn't waiting for someone to judge her. She wasn't alone. She wanted this, not as a fantasy, as a real, ordinary life. Tuna's voice came out soft. "It feels peaceful here." Alex's mother nodded. "That's what I want for you." Alex's eyes warmed. He didn't say big words. He only looked at Tuna like he was grateful she had said it at all. The afternoon was still bright outside. No sunset yet, just steady light, steady warmth. When it was time to leave, Alex lifted Henry and adjusted his hat. Tuna gathered their small bag and stood at the door. Alex's mother touched Tuna's hand briefly, a simple goodbye that felt like a blessing. Tuna bowed her head slightly. "Thank you." Alex's mother answered quietly. "Come again, anytime." As they stepped back onto the path, Tuna felt the day settle inside her like something solid. A small feast, a warm table, A home that didn't demand anything from her, only welcomed her. And for the first time, Tu Na didn't just hope for happiness. She believed she could keep it. Alex takes Tu Na and Henry to visit his mother, and they spend the day preparing a small family feast together. In the kitchen, everyone shares the work naturally. Tu Na cooks with quiet confidence. Alex handles the heavier tasks, and his mother guides gently without taking over. When they finally sit down to eat, the warm meal softens the whole atmosphere, and Henry's playful reactions bring easy laughter to the table. Alex's mother shows her gratitude in simple ways, making Tu Na feel welcomed instead of judged. After the meal, Tu Na is allowed to rest while Alex and his mother clean up, and the house feels calm and safe. Over tea, Alex's mother speaks with warmth and treats Tu Na like family, without pushing her into any decision. By the end of the day, Tu Na feels deeply moved by the peaceful family atmosphere and realizes she truly wants this kind of ordinary happiness to last.